Togo was the next country to visit on our terrific West Africa tour with far-flung places. By the time we cleared the authorities into Togo, we were ready for a delicious fish lunch. Kathleen Fung, our commander-in-chief, did the honors. After lunch, our group walked down a lane featuring voodoo images. We were on our way to visit with a local spirit healer. The healer was in. He set about showing us the many items he uses for potions and charms that would heal those possessed with bad spirits.
We call Venavi the twins. Twins are always everywhere. That one is.
This woman came for help for her daughter and was given some spirit shells. Fetish figures like these are found at many homes and receive various offerings for protection. Quite a remarkable experience. Noah had us make a roadside stop by a field where men were tending their crop of manioc. Manioc is also called cassava. This very starchy root is a staple food. Also in the field was a little hedgehog. Manioc roots are peeled and the flesh is dried for longer storage. Then usually it is ground into a flour-like powder that is used in cooking local dishes. Visiting the fetish market was quite an experience. Our guide explained the use of assorted items for charms and amulets that are used by people, like stones and dried animal parts, sea creatures, and masks. Phew! Rather good to return to our excellent hotel and a recap of the day with our traveling friends. Time for a glass of wine. And yes, pizza, before calling it a day. Passing through the administrative area the next day, we noted the multinational flags and the impressive Independence Monument. We were on our way to an artisan co-op. Nice to observe the talented artists creating their work with paint or with fibers. The little ones agreed. Different forms of Togolese art were also found at the city market. There were some specialized wax-printed fabrics. Goods were brought in daily. Kathleen inspects some homemade soap. Then we had time for a little relaxing before the major event of our Togo visit. Our far-flung group was invited to a remote village to experience a voodoo trance ceremony. Passing down the lanes, we were greeted by some of the villagers and noticed protective shrines before meeting the head man. The stage was set. The drummers were drumming. All of a sudden, one of the drummers fell backwards. He was picked up by a couple of people and moved to the voodoo altar at the center of the arena. Then he was gathered up and taken away. Now we were invited to join the dancing. Paul stepped out to the beat. Then Michelle got her rhythm going. Now it's Rachel's turn. Her partner brought her over to the altar and showed her the proper observance. Meanwhile, Al was given a shot of the local firewater by the head man, so he too could observe the rituals. Then he was rocking out to the melodic drums. At this point, the man in the trance returned to the altar while the drums kept pace for the action. Women also joined together to participate in dancing and in honoring the voodoo spirits. By now, there were several men and women who had caught the voodoo spirit. They danced into and around the spirit altar in tireless rhythm to the drumming. At some point, there was a signal, and all the drummers stopped. What a pleasure to have had the village share all this with us. Even the city traffic seemed tame by comparison. The peaceful gardens at our hotel and the live-in tortoise were a thankful welcome home on our return. We loved the vivid colors of local art, the fabrics they used in the hotel decoration. It helped to bring all of our experiences together from this memorable visit to Togo. Coming soon, Chapter 3.